This is news on WhatsApp Caribbean for Tuesday, February 3rd, 2015. Stay with us as we brief you on regional developments. I'm Deanza Roberts. In the headlines, 15 ministers fired in the last 4.5 years and 3 resigned under the Kamla Prasad Bissessa administration. Former Guyanese magistrate jailed in New York, and protest over fuel prices in Haiti. In sports, Kevin Peterson back for CPL 2015. The details to these and other stories up next.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. My head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord. As I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done. Cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
In the news, 15 ministers have been fired in the last 4.5 years and 3 resigned. In the latest saga, Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bissessa has asked that the President revoke the appointments of Attorney General Anand Ramlogan, National Security Minister Gary Griffith, and called for the resignation of the Director of Police Complaints Authority, David West, for their roles in the witness tampering investigation ordered by Acting Police Commissioner Stephen Williams. In a televised address late Monday, Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Bissessa said she could not determine the truth of the allegations against the 2 officials, but she said the accusations brought their offices into disrepute. The Prime Minister says those office holders preside over the administration of justice, law and order, and so cannot remain in those positions while the investigations into allegations are made. Former High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, Attorney Gavin Nicholas, will be the new Attorney General, and retired Brigadier General Carl Alfonso is the National Security Minister. Cuban state media late Monday released the first photographs of former President Fidel Castro in nearly 6 months. That's in a bid to quiet rumors that his health is failing. The images show the 88-year-old Castro at his home alongside his wife Delia during a meeting with the leader of a students' union, and were published in the state-run newspaper Granma and other official media. Castro has remained quiet publicly after the United States and Cuba announced in December that they were going to restore diplomatic relations after a half-century of enmity stemming from the Cold War. That silence prompted chatter on social media and in foreign media that Castro was sick or even had died. Former Guyanese magistrate Albert Baldio, who was accused of obstructing justice during an investigation into the use of straw donors in a 2010 campaign bid for city and state office, has been sentenced to 18 months by a Manhattan magistrate. He has also been fined US $15,000 and ordered that to surrender to the marshals before 2 p.m. on March 23rd to begin his time. The New York court found Baldio, who is well known in the New York area as a lawyer, guilty of several counts of conspiracy to obstruct justice. He will be under supervision for 2 years and upon release must submit himself to drug tests and perform 300 hours of community service. Finally in the news, traffic and minimal in the normally clogged streets of Haiti's capital on Monday after a key minibus drivers union called a 2-day general strike to protest high fuel prices. The price of gasoline has fallen on the world market, but in Haiti, the poorest country in the world, the authorities do not follow this trend. That is according to one driver who drives a colorful picked-up turn minibus known locally as Tap Tap, the Caribbean nation's main form of public transport. In an effort to avoid the strike, the government announced lower fuel prices on Friday, with gasoline dropping $4.30 per gallon from $4.62, and diesel down to $3.59 from $3.80. Those prices, however, were deemed insufficient by the Tap Drivers Union in that country. That's a wrap of news. Up next, a look at sports. In sports, West Indies will enter the World Cup this month, still stuck at number 8 in the International Cricket Council's one-day rankings. In the latest rankings released, the Caribbean team was still wallowing in the bottom end of the standings on 94 ratings points, just 2 behind Pakistan. Their position comes on the back of a heavy 4-1 hammering at the hands of South Africa in the recent one-day series held in that country. The last one-day series prior to the South African tour was the ill-fated campaign in India, which was abandoned after 4 matches after players quit because of an unresolved contracts dispute with the union, West Indies Players Association. They were trailing 2-1 in that 5 matches series. Finally, in sports, Kevin Peterson will be back in the Caribbean this summer to play in the 3rd staging of the Limerick Caribbean Premier League, the CPL. The big hit in England star played for the St. Lucia Zouks in 2014 tournament, where he joined the sides for the final round of CPL matches held at Warner Park Stadium in St. Kitts and Nevis. During those matches, Peterson, alongside team captain Darren Sammy, helped the Zouks to run to victory against reigning champions the Jamaica Talawas, as well as setting the Zouks' highest total for the tournament of 189 for 7. That was a look at sports. A recap of the headlines up next.
Turbo charge, dirty life. Turbo charge, boom. The fed start, the place mad. One flash of rum, my head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord, as I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done, cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
Looking back at the headlines, 15 ministers fired in the last 4.5 years and 3 resigned under the Kamla Prasad Bissessa administration in Trinidad. Former Guyanese magistrate jailed in New York. Protest over fuel prices in Haiti. And in sports, Kevin Peterson back for CPL in 2015. Remember, for the latest in news, sports and other developments in the region, log on to whatsupcaribbean.com, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This was a Carib Fire production. Thanks for joining us.